Nintendo can be described in one word: unconventional, not based on or conforming to what is generally done or believed. Nintendo forges their own path rather than walking down a pre-existing one. Nintendo's story is as rich and diverse as a level in Super Mario. Buckle up as we journey through the decades of this gaming titan's history, from its humble beginnings to its modern-day innovations. Who wrote this script? Back in 1889, Fusahiro Yamauchi founded Nintendo as a humble card company in Kyoto, Japan. Can you imagine? They were creating playing cards while most of the world was still figuring out electricity. Talk about ahead of their time. Fast forward to the mid-20th century, and Nintendo wasn't content just shuffling cards. Under their leadership of Hiroshi Yamauchi, the company ventured into all sorts of unexpected businesses, from taxis to love hotels. Yes, you heard me right, love hotels. Let's just say those ventures flopped harder than a Wario belly flop. Are you kidding me? Hold on, I need to deal with the script writer. But in the late 1970s, something changed. Nintendo caught wind of the rising popularity of video games and decided to take the plunge. They dipped their toes into the arcade scene and soon became a household name in Japan with hits like Donkey Kong. Enter the golden era of gaming, a time when Nintendo rescued the industry from near collapse with the NES, or Nintendo Entertainment System, and subsequently soared to greater heights with the SNES, or Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Back in the early 1980s, the video game market in North America was in turmoil. Atari's oversaturation with mediocre games had soured public interest in gaming, leading to a crash in consumer confidence. Home consoles were on the brink of extinction, and the future looked very bleak. Then, like a phoenix rising from the ashes, Nintendo entered the scene. In 1983, they launched the NES in Japan, and 2 years later, it debuted in North America. The NES wasn't just a gaming console, it was the lifeline for the video game industry. You may be asking, how did Nintendo accomplish this monumental feat? Well, first, Nintendo understood the importance of quality over quantity. Unlike Atari's flood of lackluster games, Nintendo focused on curated, top-notch titles. Super Mario Bros. Was the crown jewel, a groundbreaking platform that captivated audience with its tight gameplay and infectious charm. This game alone revitalized interest in home gaming. Secondly, Nintendo introduced strict quality control measures. They implemented the infamous Nintendo seal of quality, ensuring that only the best games made it on to the NES library. This restored trust among consumers, who knew they could rely on Nintendo for exceptional gaming experiences. Furthermore, Nintendo's business strategy was savvy. They marketed the NES as an entertainment system rather than a gaming console, hence the name Nintendo Entertainment System, positioning it as a must-have household item. This broadened the audience beyond hardcore gamers, attracting families and casual players alike. Throughout the course of this video, you will see how Nintendo constantly tries their hardest to appeal to casual players. The SNES boasted superior graphics and sound capabilities, delivering stunning visuals and immersive audio experiences. Games like The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, Super Metroid, and Super Mario World pushed boundaries and set new standards for gameplay and storytelling. Nintendo's commitment to quality remained unwavering. The SNES library was a treasure trove of iconic franchises and masterpieces, each meticulously crafted to captivate and engage players. Additionally, Nintendo's partnerships and licensing agreements brought beloved characters like Mario and Donkey Kong to life, solidifying their status as cultural icons and further driving the SNES's success. In essence, Nintendo's success with both the NES and SNES can be attributed to their dedication to excellence, innovative marketing, and a keen understanding of what players wanted. These consoles not only saved the video game industry, but also laid the foundation for Nintendo's enduring legacy in gaming. We continue our journey to the Nintendo 64 era, a time when Nintendo reshaped the gaming industry once again with the world's first 3D video game console. Now, the graphics were a bit questionable, but we'll get them past since, it was the 90s? In the mid-1990s, Nintendo unveiled the Nintendo 64, a technological marvel that transformed gaming with immersive, three-dimensional worlds. Games like Super Mario 64 and The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time defied conventions, inviting players into expansive realms filled with adventure and wonder. Super Mario 64 introduced open-ended exploration, setting new standards for character control and platforming. Meanwhile, The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time redefined storytelling in gaming, immersing players in a heroic quest across time and space. Looking back at the N64's controller, it's easy to make fun of it because of its ridiculous-looking design, but at the time it truly was innovative, with its analog stick and trigger buttons being the first of its kind. It enhanced precision and immersion in the game. Multiplayer titles like GoldenEye 007 and Mario Kart 64 revolutionized social gaming, bringing friends closer together for thrilling battles and/or races. Nintendo's monumental leap into 3D gaming sparked creativity across the entire video game industry. It inspired developers to explore new possibilities. The Nintendo 64 wasn't just a console, it was a gateway to boundless imagination, showcasing Nintendo's commitment to innovation. Reflecting back on the Nintendo 64 era reminds us of gaming's transformative power and Nintendo's enduring legacy in shaping the future of interactive entertainment. The GameCube unleashed in 2001. It was a love letter to Nintendo aficionados, a shrine of gaming greatness crafted for those who cherish Nintendo's iconic characters and cherished franchises. At its core, the GameCube embodied Nintendo's unwavering dedication to delivering unforgettable gaming experiences, rooted in beloved series, while venturing into new realms of creativity. It wasn't just a console, it was a sanctum where diehard fans could immerse themselves in worlds brimming with adventure and nostalgia. Imagine diving into Super Smash Bros. Melee, where the clashes of Nintendo's most beloved characters erupted into frenzied battles that tested your skills and devotion. This game wasn't just multiplayer, it was a testament to the enduring allure of Nintendo's vast universe. Then there was Metroid Prime, a masterpiece that transformed the acclaimed Metroid series into a breathtaking first-person odyssey. The haunting atmosphere, intricate level design, and gripping narrative captivated players, drawing them deeper into Samus Aran's enigmatic world. And who could forget The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker? This stunning entry in the Zelda saga dared to reimagine Link's quest with cel-shaded artistry, transporting players to a whimsical oceanic realm teeming with discovery and charm. The GameCube was clearly a love letter to Nintendo fans, but the GameCube faced daunting challenges on the commercial battlefield. Its unconventional design, featuring mini discs and a compact form factor, diverged from industry norms, potentially alienating mainstream audiences accustomed to traditional consoles. Moreover, the GameCube's software library, though brimming with quality, lacked the breadth and diversity needed to compete with rival platforms. Limited third-party support, due to its use of mini-discs, further hindered its market presence. As developers gravitated towards consoles with broader reach, these problems resulted in the GameCube only selling 22 million units, which was bad considering the consoles before that were selling way more. Yet despite these obstacles, the GameCube still remains a beacon of nostalgia and adoration for Nintendo loyalists. It stands as a testament to Nintendo's artistic vision, and commitment to crafting gaming experiences that resonate deeply with those who live and breathe the essence of Nintendo. Nintendo struck gold with this next system, the Wii, a console that redefined gaming with its innovative motion controls and accessible gameplay. The Wii's colossal success can be attributed to several key factors. First and foremost, Nintendo's bold departure from traditional gaming conventions resonated with a broader audience beyond hardcore gamers. This intuitive motion sensing technology allowed players of all ages and skill levels to jump into games effortlessly, turning the room into a playground. This was a massive departure from Nintendo's previous console, the GameCube, where they focused on their hardcore audience. Despite its monumental success in hardware sales, selling over 100 million units, the Wii faced significant challenges in software adoption. While the console boasted an enormous install base, many third-party games struggled to gain traction or achieve substantial sales numbers, including Nintendo games themselves. For example, several third-party games on the Wii had disappointing sales figures. Despite the massive user base, titles like Mad World, a stylish and violent action game, failed to resonate with the Wii's family-friendly audience and sold poorly despite critical acclaim. Similarly, No More Heroes, an action-adventure game, struggled to find commercial success, despite its unique premise and gameplay. Even Nintendo's own games faced challenges in achieving blockbuster sales figures during the Wii era. Super Mario Galaxy, a critically acclaimed platformer, sold around 30 million units in its lifetime on the Wii. This number, while substantial, was relatively modest considering the massive install base of the Wii, which was once again 100 million units. In contrast, fast forward to Nintendo's Switch era, and titles like Super Mario Odyssey achieved significantly higher sales, nearly 30 million units. This stark difference in sales performance highlights the evolution of Nintendo's gaming ecosystem and shifting player preferences over the years. The disparity in sales can be attributed to several factors. Firstly, the Wii's casual audience, family-friendly audience, favored accessible and intuitive games like Wii Sports and Wii Fit, which became massive breakout hits. While Super Mario Galaxy received critical acclaim, its more traditional platforming experience may not have resonated as strongly with the broader Wii audience. Despite the Wii selling amazing, Nintendo they weren't actually making that much money. They make money mostly from the games they sell, and due to the low number of sales on all their games, this led Nintendo to being in an unstable situation where just one more console that failed could send Nintendo into bankruptcy. Enter the Wii U, a pivotal and challenging chapter in Nintendo's history. Despite their previous successes, Nintendo hit rock bottom with the release of the Wii U in 2012. The console struggled to gain traction in the market, facing fierce competition from rival consoles like Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. Sales plummeted, and Nintendo found themselves teetering on the brink of financial disaster. To survive, top executives at Nintendo quite courageously, including President Satoru Iwata, made the unprecedented decision to take massive pay cuts. This sacrifice wasn't just symbolic. It was a desperate measure to keep the company afloat during turbulent times. The stakes were high, and the future of Nintendo's console business hung in the balance. The Wii U's lack of third-party support and confusion surrounding its unique features, like the tablet controller, only magnified Nintendo's struggles. While the console did boast some standout titles like Super Mario 3D World and The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker HD, it failed to capture the attention of mainstream audiences. Nintendo's survival was at stake. If the Wii U continued to falter and the subsequent Nintendo Switch failed to impress, the company's days would be numbered. The pressure was immense, due to Nintendo's lack of diversifying. They were only the consoles and only made money from their games and their consoles, not from anything else like they are now. But as we know, Nintendo is no stranger to comebacks. They harness their creativity and resilience to pave the way for a new era of gaming innovation with the Nintendo Switch. Released in 2017, the Nintendo Switch took the gaming world by storm. Its unique hybrid design, allowing seamless transitions between handheld and TV modes, captured the imagination of everyone worldwide. Titles like The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and Super Mario Odyssey showcased Nintendo's timeless creativity, earning critical acclaim and driving console sales to unprecedented heights. The success of the Nintendo Switch not only restored Nintendo's standing in the gaming industry, but it also opened doors to new opportunities. Riding on the momentum of their newfound success, Nintendo ventured into new realms beyond gaming. In 2016, Nintendo announced plans to collaborate with Universal Parks and Resorts to create Nintendo-themed attractions at Universal Studios theme parks. The goal was to bring beloved Nintendo characters to life, offering fans immersive experiences beyond the confines of video games. These parks later opened in the 2020s. Furthermore, Nintendo made strides in the entertainment industry by partnering with Illumination Entertainment to produce animated movies based on their iconic characters like Mario. This strategic move aimed to leverage Nintendo's rich intellectual IP to reach broader audience and expand their brand presence globally. The Mario movie released in 2023 and was met with massive financial success. It sold over $1 billion at the box office and was met with massive critical acclaim by the audience. Not so much by the critics, but critics be critics. The decision to venture into movies and theme parks was driven by several factors. Firstly, it allowed Nintendo to diversify its revenue streams and reduce its reliance solely on gaming hardware and software sales. By extending their IP into movies and theme parks, Nintendo aimed to engage fans in new ways while attracting new audiences who may not know of them. Moreover, these ventures represented an opportunity for Nintendo to strengthen brand recognition and create long-lasting emotional connections with fans. By bringing Nintendo's magical worlds into real-world experiences, they aimed to cultivate a sense of nostalgia and wonder that transcends traditional gaming. The success of the Nintendo Switch laid the foundation for these ambitious endeavors, empowering Nintendo to explore new horizons and continue pushing the boundaries of entertainment. So here's to Nintendo, the pioneers, the innovators, and the masters of play. Here's to another century of gaming magic.